Today we have Mr. Vince Snyder. Vince is a good friend here inside the Sales Dojo community who has gone from barely making anything in high ticket sales to, yesterday he had his first double hat trick. So he had 3 sales that he made the day before in one day, and then 3 sales yesterday that he also made in a day. So I'm super excited for you guys to meet Vince. Vince, welcome up. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well, Christian. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. So you've been in the Sales Dojo for a little while now. How long have you been here? You remember?
Yeah, I think I was one of the original 20. So back in October of last year, I believe, November.
That's wild. It's been a little while. So talk to me a little bit about, like, before you joined the Sales Dojo, who was Vince? Like, what was your life like? Maybe internally, how are you feeling about sales? How long had you been in sales? Just give us a little bit of context.
Yeah, I had been in the remote space in remote sales specifically for about a year and a couple months. I think it was like maybe 14 or 15 months at that time. Mm-hmm. I was working with a company where I had a base. I was, cold calling as an SDR, and that base was kind of what kept me comfortable. I never really pushed myself. I would like hybrid close on the side here and there.
Sure.
I'd say myself, like I was really just wanting to stay comfortable.
Sure.
And then,
how are you enjoying that? What was that like internally, kind of being cold calling, SDR, got the base? I know you had wife, not quite good yet.
It was rough. Like I was just trying to get through the day. Like I definitely learned how to eat the frog, as they say. Like I did the hardest thing first, which was try get as many sets in the first 4 hours of the day.
Sure.
But there wasn't, for the amount of work I was doing, compensation wasn't really, there. And there wasn't necessarily the company's, well, it was a startup. So it's like we were learning a lot of things along the way. And I was just trying to stay comfortable. So I think towards the end of a week, I was pretty ready to be done.
Okay.
Yeah. And just, I think looking for more fulfillment was like one of the biggest things I think I was looking for that I couldn't pinpoint.
Okay. Ready to be done. Looking for more fulfillment. So then let's fast forward. Then we got connected. How did we first get connected, and what made you actually decide that you wanted to take the jump into the Sales Dojo?
Yeah, so you and I actually worked on the very first offer I ever started out as a setter. I got into high ticket sales because I thought my wife was pregnant. She wasn't, but it pushed me I need to do something different. Very first offer I landed in looked really good. It wasn't really good. And, I think everybody listening to this probably knows exactly what I'm saying. But you would eventually come on to that offer. I think you were there for maybe a couple of weeks. And you were one of the very few closers that actually messaged me and said, hey, man, can we sync, on a couple of your sets? And you gave me guidance. And to me, that was just wow, this guy's trying to help me grow. I'm just trying to make more money. And it was a great connection. You gave me a lot of really good pointers. And then I know for a fact, you had then that was the following fall that you had launched the Sales Dojo, and I'd been following you on Facebook. We were connected. But then when I saw that you were doing a training, I was like, oh yeah, yesterday. Away we go.
That's great. So was there anything kind of holding you back internally when you first saw me post, or was it just immediate, yes, I'm in?
No, it was an immediate yes. I mean, I will say as well, at the time, with not making as much money, I was shocked at how cost effective it was. But for me, that was a big thing. And then when I came in, I was like, wow, I can't leave because there's just so much value. So when I saw that you posted, I'm like, this is interesting. And then when I saw, investment, I was like, amazing. And when I dove in, I was like, I feel like sooner or later there's going to be a bump up. But, I've been pleasantly surprised.
That's awesome. So now it's been a little while. You've been in the Sales Dojo, and you've gotten through onto, I think, a couple more offers now. What is life like externally now? Let's start with results, income if you're wanting to share. You don't have to, of course. Relationships, that sort of stuff. And then I'd like to ask you about what changed internally.
Yeah. So externally, I think I had constantly been asking you, I think for a while, about switching offers because I wasn't feeling 100% fulfilled.
I remember that.
And then it was really the caveat, my son was born, and that really pushed me to do something different because I was I need more opportunity to earn more to provide for my family.
Yeah.
I was earning enough, but not, enough to thrive and really get ahead in that sense.
Sure.
And so externally, I think what's changed the most for me has been more the independence in the sense of more extreme ownership to the opportunities I now have. When I decided to leave the previous offer, which I was at for a year and a half, I landed my next offer in a week, which was crazy. I had 10 interviews.
Yeah.
And the high ticket sales space is like the wild, wild west when you're trying to find a good opportunity. And it was through networking within the dojo and with you where it was like, wow, like I had some great opportunities. So being in a good offer in terms of like my first full-time month closing with using the dojo and the mentorship, like I had closed 100K, which I was extremely proud of. And even after that, I think there's a level with the community as well that just helps you understand like you can fully own your results in that sense. So I think there's no real room for, I think, a victim mentality, which has also really helped because I think many people have, but also myself, you slip into it where it's like, oh, I wish I made more this month. But it's kind of like if you open up about that, it's like, well, have you done X, Y, Z to see how? Okay, well, it's fully in your control.
Yeah.
So
it's the beautiful thing about sales. So I guess with that, what do you feel has changed the most internally, having that kind of mindset shift?
What's changed internally is, I think, a sense of peace, knowing that at the end of the day, if I want the results that I say I want, like I am in full control of that. No matter what, it's like I'm 100% responsible.
Right.
Before it was very much a victim mindset, like, oh, the offer I'm on or who I'm working with, like that's why I'm not making more. And not that I was doing the bare minimum, I was always top of the leaderboard. I always strove to do that, but the bar wasn't that high, right? It's kind of like when you reach that level, it's like going to the next level. So yeah, I think I'm trying to think of like the more of the specifics. I'm losing my train of thought.
It's okay.
Maybe
let's end it with if somebody is watching this who really resonates with your story, maybe they are in a job right now where they just have learned to eat the frog, or they maybe they just had a kid and they aren't really sure what to do. What would be, bar joining the sales dojo, like genuinely your biggest piece of advice that you would give to them if they were sitting in front of you right now?
I would say, look yourself in the mirror and understand that when it comes to this industry and sales in and of itself, like you are 100% responsible for your results. It takes way more time to get the goals that you think you want. And also when you reach that first goal, you're probably going to have a sense of fulfillment, but also, I don't want to say unfulfillment, but it's probably not going to be as incredible as you think it's going to be. It still takes a ton of work. So just understand.
You made 10K. Was it your first month, like on that new offer, or when was it?
Yeah. It was my first month on that new offer, and I'm Canadian, so the US to Canadian is a great conversion. But even for me, like that was a big mind bend I had to work through, which was like, I've been grinding an online business since 2018 to make that money. And then when it happened, I was like, is this it? So
huge.
I understand like you're 100% responsible for your goals. And when you do hit that goal, like regroup and set the next one to continue to keep the bar high. And it's not even like hitting the goal. It's the standards you need to keep in order to hit that goal.
Two or three standards that you'd say.
2 or 3 standards. I would say discipline is going to be one of them. The things that got you to that month, you need to keep doing those and build off of them. You can't stop doing what got you there. That's really the cycle I see a lot of reps go through.
Yep.
Secondly, I would say just consistency with everything outside of sales. And that's another thing that you've really helped me with, is typically what's happening outside of sales. It's one of those industries where what happens outside is going to affect inside more so than probably any other profession, I would think.
Yeah, it's a big one.
And then thirdly, just the standard of like extreme ownership with everything. Again, the leads that are on your calendar, confirm them. That when a setter messes up, own them getting better. Like get on a huddle. Like if you own your results to the nth degree, there's no way you can fail.
Huge. Thanks so much, Vince. If anybody wants to reach out to you, where's the best place for them to contact you?
Yeah, I would say Facebook or Instagram is the best. It's my name, just vince.f.snyder on Instagram, and then Facebook. I'll pop up if you type in that name.
Easy peasy. All right. Thanks so much, Vince. Pleasure.
Absolutely.
And of course, if anybody's watching this and if you feel like anything like Vince used to feel, you've got a home at the Sales Dojo if you want it. Up to you. So I'll see you there. Easy peasy. That'll be it.